So my name is Sharanesh D, guest lecturer of Government First Grade College, Kurgod. Today's subject is Corporate Accounting, 4th chapter, Liquidators Final Statements of Account. So now we would like to start. So let us start Liquidator Final Statement of Accounts formats, receipts amount, payments amount. So next to cash in hand at bank. So take it into mark amount column. To asset realized excluding secured creditors assets. So I have to take it into mark here amount column. Next to surplus from secured creditors secured into mark less security realized into mark. So I have to take total into mark here. To calls made into mark. So next come to payment side. By liquidation expenses, take it amount column into mark. By legal expenses into mark. So by liquidation remuneration fixed, commission on assets realized into mark inner column. So next commission on unsecured creditors or shareholders into mark. So by debenture holders into mark here. Next by calls in advance, take it here. So into mark. By preferential creditors into mark. By unsecured creditors into mark. By refund to shareholders, equity shareholders and preference shareholders and equity shareholders. These are the format of liquidation of a companies. So now we have to let us see the problem number 1. The Bangalore Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31/12/2017, at which date it is capital consisted of rupees A 10,000 8% preference shares of rupees 10 each fully paid, and B 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid. The asset realized rupees 1,60,000. The liquidation expenses amounted to rupees 4,000. The unsecured creditors were rupees 68,000, including rupees 10,000 for preferential creditors. The liquidators' remuneration was fixed at first one 4% commission on asset realized and 2% commission on amount distributed to shareholders. Preference shares carries preferential right as to payment of capital. I assume that dividend is not in arrears. Prepare the liquidator final statement of account. So you have to take first liquidator of final statement of account before going to prepare final statement of account. So first we have to asset realized. So you have to take asset realized value, total asset realized. So that is already given here in the problem. So you have to take total. So there is according to format there is no cash in hand. You have to take direct to liquidator final statement account, that is debit credit. So here receipts amount of payment amount. So I have to take it to the asset realized 1,60,000 according to format. So 1,60,000. So here take it 1,60,000. Next here given above problem. So 4,000 liquidation expenses. So this is the payment is on the basis of preference or in order of payment. You have to take it here. First one you have to give liquidation expenses 4,000. So 1,60,000 minus 4,000. So next by liquidation remuneration 4% commission on asset realized. So you have to take 4% commission on asset realized 6,400 and 2% commission on preferential shareholders. It is pending. Afterwards you have to see it. Next 1,60,000 minus 4,000 minus 6,400. Remaining balance is so 1,49,600. So in 1,49,600 we have to give preferential creditors. So how much preferential creditors? There is a preferential creditors. So here preferential creditors in 10,000. So 1,49,000 minus 10,000. So this is 1,39,000. 1,39,000. Next by give to amount available for 58,000 unsecured creditors. So there is a balance is 1,39,600. So there is a available balance is 58,000 is unsecured creditors. So minus 158,000. So remaining preferential creditors 81,600 balance. So this 81,600 balance. So for that, but we are giving preferential shareholders fund 80 for just how much preferential shareholders fund you have to take it here. So calculation of amount payable to preferential shareholders. Capital 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each. It is full 1 lakh rupees plus dividend. So payable 1 lakh rupees payable, but available balance is 81,600 only. So for that calculation, amount available for preferential shareholders, total amount 1,60,000 less liquidation expenses 4,000, liquidation commission 6,400, preferential shareholders 10,000, unsecured creditors 58,000, total 78,400, total remaining balance sheet 81,600, amount available. So insufficient balance, calculation of 2% commission on preference shareholders. It means amount payable to preference shares in 1 lakh, but amount is available for payment to preference shareholders rupees 81,600. The amount is insufficient. So commission is calculated on the base on the amount available. So commission is equal to amount available into rate of commission divided by rate of commission plus 10%, 100. So here 81,600 amount available here. Next, into 2 divided by rate of commission 2% and 100 plus 2 rate of commission 2% total. So is equal to 81,600 divided by 101 divided by 102 is equal to 1,600. So this is the 1,600 is the 2% commission on preferential share creditors. So I have to take here liquidator remuneration 1,600, total 6,400 plus 1,600 you have to take outer column 8,000. So now remaining preferential shareholders balance 80,000 is, so 81,000 minus 81,600 minus 1,600 paid commission and remaining 80,000. So take it total amount column. So now you have to total both side 1,60,000 and 1,60,000. This is the 15 marks problem. So first one problem. Next, second one, the Quick Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31/3/2018, at which date it is consisted of. So first one, 5% 5,009% preferential shares of rupees 10 each fully paid. B, and 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid. The asset realized rupees 1,38,000. The expenses of liquidation amounted to rupees 660, and the unsecured creditors were rupees 17,500, including rupees 3,000 preferential creditors. The liquidator's remuneration was fixed at 3% commission on the asset realized and 2% commission on the amount distributed to the equity shareholders. Preference dividend was paid up to 31/3/2017. Preference shares carry preferential right as to payment of capital and dividend. So prepare the liquidator final statement of account. So now first we have to take, so asset realized. So asset realized you have to take it here. So they are given already problem. So 1,38,000. So I have to take. So liquidator final statement of account. So receipts to asset side, asset realized 1,38,000. Next, liquidation expenses 660. You have to take 660. Next, you have to by liquidation expenses 660. By liquidator remuneration 3% commission on asset realized. So 3% commission on asset realized. So 1,38,000 minus into 3 divided by 100. So is equal to 4,140. You have to take 4,140. 2% on equity shareholders. So I have to pending here. So after completion of this, next preferential creditors, you give 3,000. 1,38,000 minus 660 minus 4,140. So now 1,38,000 minus 660 minus 4,140. So now available balance is 1,33,200. So 1,33,200 preferential creditors available balance 3,000. So I have to take 3,000 balance minus 3,000. So 1,30,200. So now preferential shareholders 54,500 by equity shareholders 1,38,000 minus 78,000. So you are working note C here. First one, calculation of amount available for distribution to equity shareholders. Total amount asset realized 1,38,000. So first preference to amount utilization, liquidation expenses give first preference, so 6,660. Liquidator remuneration 4,140. Second one, preferential creditors third preference, so 3,000. Unsecured creditors 14,500. Next preferential shareholders 54,500. Total 76,800. We have to give remaining balance amount available to equity shareholders 61,200. Next, so but we are giving, so 2% commission on equity shareholders. Amount payable to equity shareholders is rupees 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees. But 1 lakh rupees means, so here what 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each is 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupees available for payment to equity shareholders in rupees 61,200. So amount is insufficient for payment to equity shareholders. Therefore, the commission should be calculated on the amount available for distribution. Same as it is, commission is equal to amount available for distribution into rate of commission divided by rate of commission plus 100. So 61,200 into 2 divided by 100 and plus 2 is equal to 61,200 into 2 divided by 102 is equal to 1,200. You have to take 1,200. So 2% on equity shareholders 1,200 plus 4,140 plus 1,200 5,340 liquidator remuneration. So now you have to equity shareholders, so 61,200 minus 60,000. So you have to minus 61,200 minus 1,200. So you have to take 60,000 balancing figure. So this is the balance 60,000. So this is problem number 2. So the major is, if amount is available, we are give to the creditors. Next, the share capital of A Company Limited at the time of liquidation consisted of the following. So 10% 1,005% preference shares of rupees 100 each fully paid, 2,500 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid, and 1,500 equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 7 paid up. The liabilities were as under. So rupees 37,500 6% debenture holding floating charges. Next, 4,500 preferential claims. Next, 12,500 unsecured creditors. The liquidator realized rupees 1,60,000 and the liquidator remuneration is fixed at 6,000. Prepare the liquidator final statement of account. You have to take its solution. Here, liquidator final statement. So here liquidator final statement of account as the receipts amount and payments amount. So asset realized, you have to take asset realized amount value is, so asset realized 1,60,000, you have to take 1,60,000. So in 1,60,000 first you have to write it here. Next you have to payment here 1,60,000. Next, liquidation 1,60,000. Minus, so 6,000 liquidation expenses. So remaining 1,54,000. remaining 1,54,000 we have to give debentures. Next second preference is buy debentures 37,500. So by 37,500 you have to take 37,500 minus 1,54,000 minus 37,500, remaining balance is 1,16,500. So 1,16,500 there is give to preferential creditors 4,500 minus, so there is a 4,500, give 4,500 preferential creditors. So now balance is 1,12,000. So 1,12,000 minus unsecured creditors, give the unsecured creditors 12,000, 12,500 minus 12,500. So remaining balance is 99,500, but amount is insufficient because preferential shareholders they want 1 lakh rupees. For amount is insufficient. So now we have to call made from calls made 1,500 shares into 2. So who is, so where 7 paid up equity shareholders, they have to calls made from 7 paid up partly paid equity shareholders. So in this calls made 1,500 shares into 2 rupees. So we have to 2 rupees calls made, so is equal to 3,000. So I have to 3,000. So in this 3,000, 99,000 remaining balance here available 99,500 plus add it to this 3,000 also. So this 3,000. So I have to take 1,02,500. So now preferential shareholders give full amount 1 lakh rupees. Next remaining balance is minus 1 lakh 2,500 minus 1 lakh. So now available 2,500. So 2,500. So I have to give by equity shareholders. So who is paid rupees? Who is paid fully paid 2,500 equity shareholders of rupees 10 each. So 2,500 rupees refund to equity shareholders. Refund to equity shareholders 1 rupee per share. So now 2,500. So now 2,500. So total both the side 1,63,000, 1,63,000. Once again, so how to calculation of, so how to called up, it means, so remaining balance is comes, so how much amount required to give the preference shareholders, that much amount collected from the partly paid shareholders, first one. Next second one, equity shareholders. So here 2 rupees collected and 1 rupees given. So 2 rupees collected, so what 7 plus 2 9 rupees, 7 plus 2 9 rupees collected from 7 plus 2 rupees 9 rupees, 10 minus 1 rupees. So here also 9 rupees, both are all equity shareholders, so equal. So this is the liquidator final statement of account. So this is the third problem. Next fourth problem, the position of Vishwa Limited in voluntary liquidation on 31/3/2018 was as follows. Share cap 100. So here 105% preference shares of rupees 10 each fully paid, 400 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid, 400 equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 paid. The cost of liquidation came to rupees 140. The creditors amounted to rupees 2,225 and the assets realized rupees 3,740. A call of rupees 2 per share was made on the partly paid equity shares, and the amount was received on those shares except one shareholders owing 100 shares. Prepare the liquidator final statement of account. So overall you can now reset asset realized, you have to take it asset realized. So you have to take it asset realized 3,750 to asset realized. So solution to asset realized 3,750. So calls made means, so I have to take 2 per share was made on partly secured. So partly secured means 400. So for this 400, 8 rupees paid partly secured. So you have to take 400 into 2 rupees is equal to 800. So less calls in arrear. Two per share was made on the partly paid equity shareholder shares, and the amount was received those shares except the shareholders owing 100 shares. Less calls in arrears, 100 into 2 is equal to 200. So this is the 100 shares. So here calls in arrear 200. So total 800 minus 400. So it is the 600. So next total 4,340 minus cost of liquidation 140. So 4,340 minus calls in cost of liquidation 140 minus 140. So remaining balance is 4,200. By creditors, their creditors is rupees 2,225 minus 2,225. So remaining balance is 1,975. Sorry, 1,975. Preferential creditors is preferential creditors you have to take. So now 100 into 1000, 100 into 10 each. So 1000 preferential creditors you have to take minus 1000. Next, by equity shareholders. So these remaining 9 by equity shareholders, 700 equity shareholders into, so by equity shareholders 975 rupees. Remaining balance is 975. Remaining balance is distributed to, so equity shareholders 975. Total 4 lakh. So 4,340. So this is the problem number 4th. Next, X Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31/12/2018. The capital of the company consisted of, so 2,012% preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid. Next, 25,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid. 30,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 paid up. 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 7 paid up. The dividend on preference shares in arrears for 1 year, the unsecured creditors rupees 1 lakh, and included rupees 25,000 toward preferential creditors. The assets realized rupees 4,49,000. The liquidation expenses amounted to rupees 7,520. The liquidated remuneration was fixed at rupees 8,000, and the commission of rupees 2% on the amount paid to preferential shareholders as capital and dividend. Preference shareholders have priority in regard to repayment of capital or dividend over equity shareholders. Prepare liquidator final statement of account. So now equity liquidator final statement of account. So assets realized 4,49,000. You have to take 2 asset realized. By liquidator remuneration 7,500, 7,520 already given here. So 4 lakh 1 by 1 less 4,49,000, 4,49,000, 4,49,000 minus liquidator remuneration. Liquidator remuneration 7,520. By liquidator remuneration fixed 2% commission on preferential liquidator's remuneration fixed 2% commission 8 by, so here 8,000. So 8,000 fixed. So minus 8,000. Four lakh 49,000. So next preference capital and dividend 2,24,000. So 2,24,000 in this basis. So here amount is sufficient. So for that we have to take 2 divided by 100 into 2,24,000 is equal to 4,400. While amount is not not sufficient or insufficient amount, so for that you have to rate plus 100 plus rate of commission add it. But here while sufficient amount is available, you have to give this type of commission calculated. Okay, so 8,000 plus 4,480, so I have to 12,480 rupees. Next, by preferential creditors 25,000, by unsecured creditors 75,000, by preferential shareholders capital plus dividend 2,24,000. So 12% into, so remaining dividend is 12%. So 12 divided by preferential shareholders is here. The dividend is here there 1 year. So 12 divided by 100 is into 2 lakh. So is 2 lakh plus 2 lakh 24,000. So by equity shareholders 25,000. So who is give? So who is paid 8% for 8 rupees equity share? Who is paid 8 rupees? They will give rupees 25,000 shares of rupees 3 rupees per share refunded, and 30,000 shares of rupees 1 rupee per refunded. So here total year, so 8 rupees minus 3 rupees is equal to 5 rupees. So here 8 paid up rupees 1. So who is paid 10 rupees? We have to pay 3 rupees per share. So who is paid 8 rupees? We are paid 1 rupee per share. Both side these are all 7 rupees not paid. 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each is not paid to refund. Is not refunded to this equity shareholders. Yeah, now 8 rupees it is paid to this equal to 7. So this also equal 7. So we have to pay 8 rupees minus 1 rupee refunded. This is also 7. So next 10 rupees also, 10 rupees equal to 7 means, so it means 10 rupees minus refund 7 is equal to minus refund 3 is equal to 7 rupees. So here also do it same thing. So 25,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So I have to refund it to 3 rupees. So 75,000. So 30,000 shares of rupees 8 per share and refunded to 1 rupee. So rupees 30,000. Now both all equity shareholders are equal. Next, X Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation of 31/3/2018 when their position was as follows: 1,006% preference shares of rupees 100 each fully paid, arrears of dividend on them for 1 year, 1,000 equity shares of rupees 50 each fully paid, and 1,000 equity shares of rupees 40 each rupees 30 per share paid, calls in arrears rupees 4,000 and calls in advance rupees 6,000. Cash left after making payments to all the creditors and expenses, but before making calls was rupees 1,16,000. Article of the company provide the company preference shareholders have priority in repayment of capital and dividend. Prepare the liquidator's final statement of account. So here liquidator final statement of account, receipts amount, payment amount. So assets realized 1,16,000, you have to take 1,60,000. Next, calls in arrears, you have to take calls in arrears. How much? So 4,000 calls in arrears. So 4,000. Next, calls in advance, you have to take 1,20,000. So these two added first. These two added 1,20,000. 1,20,000 minus 1 lakh. You have to pay first calls in advance. 1,20,000 minus 6,000. So remember 6,000 rupees. So now 1,40,000 is available by preferential shareholders capital plus 1 lakh rupees. Arrears of dividend 6% of, so arrears of dividend, so 6,000. So you have to take 1,06,000. So 1,14,000 we have to give a available amount for preference shareholders. So 1,14,000, but 1,06,000 we have given to preferential shareholders, minus 1,06,000. So now balance is 8,000. So 8,000 by equity shareholders, 8,000 insufficient to shareholders, insufficient to equity shareholders. So for that we have to collected to calls made 1,000 shares into 2 rupees. So 2,000. Now 8,000 plus 2,000, so 10,000. 2,000 plus 10,000, so 8,000 plus collected amount 2,000, total 10,000. The by equity shareholders 10,000 shares to 10 each, so rupees 10 rupees refunded. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ equity shareholders, so rupees 10 rupees refunded, which are paid rupees 50, which are paid rupees 50. 10,000 are refunded, 1,22,000. So X Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation. Seventh one problem. So X Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31/3/2017. The following as was it is statement of assets and liabilities as on that date. Particular amount, note number, amount total. First one equity and liabilities. First one equity and liabilities. First one shareholders fund, share capital, note number 1 3 lakh, and reserves and surplus 2, note number 2 minus 1 lakh 151,000. Total equity in shareholders fund rupees 1,49,000. Second one equity and liability. Second one current liabilities, trade payables, note number 3 91,000. Next other liabilities, so other current liabilities 1,65,000, note number 4, so total 2,56,000. Total equity and liabilities 4,05,000. Next Roman number second, under Roman number second assets, under non-current assets, tangible fixed assets, note number 5, 2 lakh rupees. Next intangible fixed asset, note number 6, 50,000. Total 2,50,000. Non-current asset 2,50,000. Second one current assets, inventory 7, so 68,500. Trade receivables, note number 8, 82,000. Cash and cash equivalents, note number 9, 4,500. Total current assets 1,55,000. So total assets, so 4,05,000. Now notes to explanation. Share capital of rupees 30,000, equity shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid rupees 3 lakh. Next note number 2, reserves and surplus, profit and loss account, debit balance or loss 1,51,000 minus 1,51,000. Next note number 3, trade payables, unsecured trade creditors for goods rupees 91,000. So note number 4, other current liabilities, preferential creditors 25,000. Secured creditors against machinery rupees 65,000. Creditors having lain on stock rupees 75,000. Other current liabilities, so rupees 1,65,000. Next note number 5, tangible fixed assets, building rupees 50,000 and machinery rupees 90,000 and furniture rupees 60,000. Total tangible fixed asset 2 lakh rupees. Note number 6, tangible assets, intangible assets, goodwill, so rupees 50,000. And note number 7, inventories, stock rupees 68,500. And note number 8, trade receivables, so here debtors 82,000. Note number 9, cash and cash equivalents, cash at bank, so 4,500. Total 4,500. The adjustment is the liquidators was appointed to carry out the process of liquidation. The secured creditors exercised their claims against the security offered. Machinery was sold rupees 70,000. Stock realized 30,000 only, 30% only. The liquidator realized the remaining assets as under building rupees 30,000, furniture rupees 27,000, debtors rupees 60,000, 250, cash at bank rupees 4500. The liquidator expenses amounted to rupees 1439. The liquidator remuneration was agreed as follows: 2% commission on asset realized and 3% commission on amount distributed to unsecured creditors. Prepare the liquidator final statement of account. Now, solution: liquidator final statement of account. So asset realized, you have to take asset realized 30,000, 27,000, 60,000, 60,250 plus cash 4,000, 400,500, total 1,21,750. You have to take asset realized. Surplus from secured creditors. Secured creditors on machinery, you have to take loan is secured creditors. So secured creditors, so machinery 65,000. So 65,000 you have to take it 65,000. The machinery realized, the realized value is, the machinery was sold rupees 70,000. 65,000 minus 70,000, so I have to take it 5,000 surplus from secured creditors. So now both you have to total it 1,26,750. So now we have to calculate, we have to give preferential order of the payment. So next, liquidation expense 1,26,750. 1,26,750 minus, so I have to liquidation expenses 1,439. 1,439. So remaining balance is 1,25,311. Liquidator remuneration 2% commission on asset realized, rupees 2 divided by 100 into 1,26,750, rupees 2,535. So you have to take minus 1,25,311 minus 2,535. 2,535 minus 3% commission on unsecured creditors. So next, remaining balance is 1,22,876 into 3 divided by 100. So remaining balance is 3,576. These are unsecured creditors, means preferential creditors and unsecured creditors. So these are all. Remaining balance is 1,22,776. So you have to take it, so into 3 divided by 100, 3,576. So 2,535 minus plus 3,576 is 6,111. 6,111. Next, preferential creditors minus 3,576. Remaining balance is 1,19,200. So preferential creditors is 25,000. Next, unsecured creditors is 94,000. The amount is close, insufficient amount is there here. So for that you have to take directly close it. Sufficient amount here available. Unsecured credit. Remaining 194,200. So calculation of amount available unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors 91,000, preferential creditors 25,000, unpaid partly secured creditors, stock realized 75,000. This less stock value is 75,000. So stock value is here, take it stock value 30,000. So where is the stock 30% only. So stock value is rupees 68,500. So here 20,550. 70,000 minus 75,000 minus 20,550, so is equal to 54,450. So total unsecured creditors 1,70,450. Next, Second one, calculation of amount available for payment payable unsecured creditors. Total amount realized 1,26,750 less liquidation expenses 1,439 less liquidator commission 2,535, total 3,974, total 1,22,776 amount available. Calculation of 3% of commission on unsecured creditors. Amount payable unsecured creditors is rupees 1,70,450, but amount available for payment to unsecured creditors rupees 1,22,776. Amount is insufficient, so for payment, therefore commission should be calculated on the amount available for distribution. Commission amount available for distribution into rate of commission divided 100 plus rate of commission 1,22,776 into 3 divided by 100 plus 3, so is equal to 1,22,776 into 3 divided by 103 is equal to 3,576. So this is the, so here also change it here, so here 103. Next 776 into 3 divided by 103, say 3,576. So you have to pay 3,576. Remaining balance is, so 1,22,876. One lakh 19,200 balance, remaining balance. So this 1,19,000 remaining balance minus, so here 25,000 preferential creditors minus 94,200 unsecured creditors payable. Next, so Lakshmi Company Limited, Lakshmi Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 1/1/2018. The following was the position on that date. Share capital 3,000, 12% share preference shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid, and B 50% equity shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid, and C 40% equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 paid up, D 30,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 6 paid up. Dividend on preference shares was arrears for 1 year. Therefore, the preference shareholders have priority over the equity shareholders as agreed as regard capital and dividend. Liabilities, mortgage on building 65,000, preferential creditors 15,000, unsecured creditors 7,20,000, assets realized building 75,000, and other assets rupees 10,11,000. Liquidator expenses amounted to rupees 4,440. Liquidator remuneration rupees 1% commission on asset realized, 2% commission on amount paid to unsecured creditors. Prepare the liquidator final statement of account. So here solution, liquidator final statement of account. So receipts amount, payments amount. So here assets realized 10,11,000. Surplus from secured creditors, mortgage on building rupees 65,000 less building realized 75,000. You have to take 10,000 surplus from secured creditors. Next, here first we have to do it 10,21,000. So required amount calls made on 30,000 equity shares of rupees 20 each. So 40,000 equity shares of rupees 1 rupees collected 40,000. 30,000 equity shares of rupees 1 rupees collected 30,000. Total 30,000 equity shares of rupees 2 rupees collected 60,000, and 40,000 equity shares of rupees 1 rupee collected, so 40,000. 30,000 equity shares of rupees, so 30,000. So now liquidator expenses, so 4,440 by liquidator remuneration 1% commission on asset realized, so 1 divided by into a 10 lakh 86,000. This means, so this 10 lakh 11,000 plus 75,000 bidding realized, total 10 lakh 86,000. So 10,860 is the remuneration. Next, 2% commission on unsecured creditors, so you have to take 2% commission, so 15,000 you have to pay. So preferential creditors and unsecured creditors were 7 lakh 20,000, so 15,000 plus 7 lakh 20,000 you have to, so 7 lakh 35,000. So 2 divided by, because sufficient amount is there here, so 2 divided by 100 into 7 lakh 35,000 is equal to 14,700 is the, so 14,700 is the unsecured creditors commission, 2% commission on unsecured creditors. Next, preferential shareholders 3,36,000. So next, by equity shareholders rupees 50,000. So in this amount you have to pay all these payments. So remaining balance is both side same. Calls made, how to made calls in this calls made items. So here calls made on equity shareholders, total payment before equity shareholders, so 11 lakh 1,000 up to year preference shareholders. So amount available before calls made 10 lakh 21,000. Shortage amount 80,000. 80,000 is shortage up to in this payment. So amount available before calls made, so shortage amount is 80,000. 80,000 is shortage before unsecured creditors, 80,000 is shortage. So for that calls made 30,000 equity shares of rupees, which have been paid rupees 6,000, 6 per share. So rupees 2 rupees collected, 6 per share, 60,000. Shortage amount 20,000 is collected. Afterwards call should be made on equity shares in equally. We have been paid 40,000 equity shares of rupees 1, so 40,000. Next 30,000 equity shares of rupees 1, 30,000, total 70,000. So total 70,000 you have to take it 70,000 rupees, total 70,000 plus 20,000 total collected. So this 60,000 plus 70,000, 1,30,000 rupees we have to collected from shareholders. So total amount available, so asset realized 1,21,000. Now next, add calls made 60,000 plus 40,000 plus 30,000, 1,30,000 you have to calls made it. So next 11,51,000 available amount, we are paymented 10,21,000. So we are next 11,51,000 less total payments 11,01,000. Next, refund to equity shareholders 50,000. This 50,000 distributed to equity shareholders. So this is problem. Next, ninth one, the Moody Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 1/1/2018. The subscribed capital of the company on that date was as follows: 1,06% preference shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid, which were preferentially both as regards dividend and capital. So you have to pay dividend and capital to preference shareholders. Next, second one, 2 lakh rupees ordinary shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 6.25 per share called and paid up. 1 lakh, next C, 1,50,000 ordinary shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 7.5 per share called up and paid up. The assets realized rupees 26,27,500. The cost and expenses of liquidation amounted to rupees 1,15,000 and the liabilities to rupees 22 lakh. Prepare the liquidator final statement of account, assuming that he was able to get all the cash from shareholders in respect of such call as he fund is necessary. So if you we are asset realized 26 lakh 27,500. So payment is total payment required, liquidation expenses 1,15,000. So liability is 22 lakh. So calls made on 22 lakh equity shares of rupees 1.25. So 1.25 plus 6.25, total 8. So you have to 1.25 2 lakh 50,000. Next 20,000 equity shares of rupees 1.25 each, rupees 2 lakh 50,000. Again you have to collected. Calls made on 2 lakh equity shares of rupees 1.25 each. ₹26 lakh 27,500 plus 2 lakh 50,000 plus 1 lakh 87,500 plus 2 lakh 50,000. How it is possible? 2 lakh ordinary shares of rupees 10 each. So rupees 6.25. So here 2.50. So 2 lakh ordinary shares of rupees 10 each, rupees collected from these called 2.50. So each 2.50 you have to collected. So 2.50 you have to collected, total 5 lakh rupees. Next 1 lakh 50,000 equity shares of rupees 1.25 you have to collected. So you have to 1 lakh 87,500. Now you have to liquidation expense total 33 lakh 15,000. Liquidation expenses 1 lakh 15,000. By liabilities 22 lakh. By preference shareholders 10 lakh. Total 33 lakh 15,000 and 33 lakh 15,000. So in this case, so I have to share 6.25 plus 2.50, 8.75. So here also 7.50 plus 1.25 is equal to 8.75. These are all equal in shareholders working out. Calls made on before you have to see calls how to calls made. Calls made on equity shareholders. Total amount 3 lakh 15,000. Less amount available 26 lakh 27,500. Amount required 6 lakh 87,500. Less calls made on 2 lakh equity shares of rupees 1.25. So I have to 2 lakh 50,000 shortage amount. So remaining 4 lakh 37,500. Now both equity shares paid up value is equal. Therefore equal amount of rupees 4,37,500 is collected equally from both equity shareholders. How? So calls made per share into shortage amount divided by number of equity shareholders. 4,37,500 divided by 2 lakh equity shares plus 1,50,000 equity shares. Total 4,37,500 divided by 3,50,000 equity shares is equal to 1.25. You have to collected 1.25 both the shareholders. So here also you have to make it this type of 1.25, 1.25, now 1.25. Next, last one. M Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 1/3/2016. The following was the position of the company: share capital 1,56,000, liabilities, preferential creditors 19,600, partly secured creditors having a charge on leasehold property 44,000, unsecured creditors 78,000, asset realized leasehold property 40,000, and other assets 1,12,000. Next, cost of liquidation amounted to rupees 3,200. The liquidator is entitled to a remuneration of rupees 1,000, a commission of at 2% on the asset realized, on 2% on the amount paid to unsecured creditors and preferential creditors. Prepare the liquidator final statement of account. So you have to pay and first to asset realized 1,12,000. So in this 1,12,000 you have to pay by liquidation expenses 3,200, and by liquidation remuneration fixed 1,000, 2% commission on asset realized 2 lakh 1 2 divided by 100 into 1,12,000 is equal to 2,240. So you have to 3% on unsecured creditors. So unsecured creditors means 19,600 plus 82,000. Preferential creditors 19,600 plus unsecured creditors 82,000. So these two amount you have to add it. 3,000 divided by 3,000 divided by 100 into 1 lakh 1,600. So total 2 lakh 2,032. 2 lakh 2,240 plus 2,032 is equal to 5,272. It is the liquidator remuneration, plus 1,000 plus 2,240 plus 2,032, total 5,272. So it is the liquidator remuneration. Preferential creditors 19,600, unsecured creditors 4,000 plus 78,000. So you have to take 82,000. Equity shareholders, so you have to take, so 1,12,000 minus 1,10,072. So remaining 1,928 balancing figure. So now calculation of unsecured creditors. Preferential creditors 19,600, unsecured creditors 78,000. So unpaid partly secured creditors, security creditors 44,000, but security realized 44. The remaining 4,000 is the treated as unsecured creditors. Total 1,01,600 rupees unsecured creditors. But available amount is fully amount is available. So for that we have to give fully amount here. Next, calculation of amount available for payment to unsecured creditors. Asset realized 1,12,000 less amount utilized 3,200 less expenses. Liquidation expenses 3,200, liquidator remuneration 3,240, total 6,440. So amount available 1,05,560. Next, calculation of commission on unsecured creditors. The amount payable to unsecured creditors is rupees 1,01,600. Amount available is rupees 1,05,560 is a sufficient amount is available. Therefore, amount should be calculated on the amount payable, commission into amount payable into rate of commission. So 1,01,600 into 2 divided by 100 into 2,032. This is the 2,032. It is a commission taken here. So this is the liquidation of companies. Thank you.